Hey, looks like that's gone. Oh yeah, I'll just wait for a few minutes then I guess, since it looks like it just cut off. So let me go to my books. I got direct in here about what happened to the kid. Let's see if I can just find it. I have more of the history just written down. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been streaming much, so let's just go look for what I was supposed to be on Dana's stream, but it just cut off. Right now, I'm just looking for some stuff I was supposed to do on hers. She doesn't know how to host other people. I'm just looking for stuff I was supposed to do. I was supposed to be host. She's supposed to learn how to host, but doesn't have that ability. I don't know. It's not that hard to put that on there. I don't know. It's not that hard. Yeah, it's not that hard. Copy, you do that, put it there, you put that, and it's literally that easy. And I think I do this, and there's no way to pin it. So I don't know. Yeah, usually I stream hella late, but I'm trying to catch Dana. Dana, it just got off like 3 minutes ago, so I'm hoping to catch her right now before she goes to bed. It's only like 4 o'clock. I'm trying to find the detailed story of what happened with Basira, but I think I have to go to her book to actually read the entire detail from her side. I gotta see where it is. There it is. Coven of the Blood Raven. This has the entire story from her viewpoint. Yeah, this does has the entire thing, even the Russian invasion of Afghanistan. I don't know if I'm going to read the entire thing or just find the exact part where it goes into the Russian invasion. Yeah, this goes into the past lives. So let's see what we've got. Do we have guests in the backstage, or how's this? Yeah, it would be in there. Example banners. I can change the colors. Hi. Right now I'm just looking for the story where it starts in the modern time. This talks about the Olympians and stuff. I'm trying to get to where it talks about at least the 1960s, not the ancient Egyptians. This just goes way too far back. I think we're getting back to where it's more recent. Man, does it not have that? The fuck? So where is the stuff that has more? Agency and the Queen of Hells? Like, where's the stuff that's? Yeah, like where is just the normal stuff that's got to do with? Or did it get edited out? I think it might have been edited out. Yeah, this is newer shit. So where's just the... Yeah, this is weird. It's missing stuff. This ain't right. It's actually missing shit. These are old letters and stuff from her. Yeah, one of the most intriguing people. I am the Cow King. Moo! There's got to be stuff in here about the kid. That's the whole point of being on here, is to find stuff about my son. Yeah, this might be it. I might have found stuff about my kid, but I can't seem to get Dana on here. That's the whole point, is for Dana to get on here. Literally, that is the only point of tonight. So, I will read the letters of Aegean Seeing. It's her stage name. It looks like I met her not in 2003, it was 2004. That was a year off. See, it even mentions the kid. Yeah, it's mentioned some crazy shit. Evil rituals and shit. Very evil rituals, but... Let's see if she's still online. Yeah, she's still alive. I bet the chat's gone too. Let's see what's going on. Is it still music, or did she get back on? No, she's gone. Yeah, she's gone. This sucks. She's gone. So I don't know what's going on, but I need her to get to my stream. Alcohol by a mile, even above this stuff. And this stuff I do love. I only use that for sleep. We'll leave the music for the hell of it. So she's got good classic stuff on here. So let's get to the letters, and she's not going to join us. So we're gonna read the letters from Basira al-Rasul, the mother of my son. So dates back to 2004 when I first met her. The satanic breeder from Hellywood. I mean Pedowood. Hellywood in this case, because she's an evil bitch, this person. I saw him at the bar. He came in and saw me sitting at the booth near the door. I wore all black as I usually do when I'm out. The color of darkness soothes my tender soul. He was so gifted that I could see that he had a profound knowledge from a place I once lived. He sat at my table with a drink in his hand. The drink was yellow, and I think it was a margarita. Yellow was a powerful color for him. We started talking, and I brought up magic and the occult. He really lit up when I said that I knew Janu Hidakara and that he was my teacher. This man told me he was Janie's son and heir. His name was Jacob, and I fell for him right away. I saw him a powerful master of magic. He told me he would give me his spiritual channeling. That was August 8th, 2004. August 12th, 2004. Her again. He returned to the bar where I met him. He came with small printed books of everything he had. I looked over the booklets at the bar and said I would give them a try. September 13, 2004. We met at my house for a ritual. I had kidnapped a young child in San Francisco to use in a demonic battle ritual. I summoned demons the night before and in anticipation for this ritual. I wanted Jacob to see what my coven was about. I sent my limo to meet with him in Fremont. He was brought back to my place where we had set up the ritual. At night, we all gathered in the basement of my house. I had my core members with me that night. Jacob was the most fun teasing the demons about Daniel. We had a lot of fun with him here. I am starting to feel something for Jacob. He really does not give a shit about who I kill in front of him. And there's a recording for that ritual. Let me go find it. It is. Let me see if I can find it. Holy shit, she's back. She's back on.
It was coming. I was greeted by backcountry law enforcement while inside the Grand Canyon. Not park rangers, but backcountry law enforcement. Maybe I am mistaken. Maybe they're all backcountry law enforcement.
Is this even live anymore?
I could
Is
be
this
wrong.
recorded?
I just feel like backcountry law enforcement comes with a different kind of specialization when it comes to training. I feel like it's more specialized backcountry law enforcement. And here I was, worthy
What the hell's going on?
of such esteemed.
This is weird. Seems off subject.
This is live.
Oh, I'm streaming.
So, backcountry law enforcement is what it says on his business card. I carry that in my wallet. I have for years. That seems important. That's not like municipal police or whatever. That's sacred. Backcountry, that's like super holy. Backcountry. Grand Canyon. Backcountry law enforcement came to meet me when I arrived at the Grand Canyon, fearing and fleeing for my life from New York.
Okay, we're at September 13, 2004.
That's like bottom of the
We met at my house for the ritual.
enforcement.
I think we read that one already. Okay, we're at April 27, 2005. It seemed that every week we had new material to share. He had new material to share. I have known Jacob for 8 months now, and he is always adding chapters to his books. Every time I met him, he had something to say about Janu, Daniel, and his mother. Daniel's mother has been a thorn in everyone's side, and I tried to scare them out of messing with us. 2009 undated. Someone named Raven. I'm not sure. That's one of the Coven members. We had. I'm not sure who this is exactly, but. It's 2009, undated exactly, just the year. Someone named Raven says we had sex and it burned. His dick burned me when it entered my body. He is evil, but he is a warrior of God. He just does not know it yet, but I pray he never finds out who he really is. It felt good when he was holding me in his arms. That dick of his was made of fire when it went in. It was to break the prophecy. I told her this would not work, but I was made to answer to his will. No matter if he had been a Viking warrior of God, he was the power of both both God and Satan, Belithra and Siorhan. He was the most powerful and forceful man I ever had sex with. He barely was able to get a hard on with me. I bet his mind was elsewhere, maybe trying to become God. April 7th, 2015. Me. Gwahahaha. I'm so fucking evil now. My awesome altar. I bet you want to use this, Daniel. Picture of a really powerful altar. Let me turn the camera around so you can see this giant, huge altar. A giant altar. And it looks like mom disappeared again. No, she's not in my back. She didn't join me. Well, you can see that giant altar. It's even bigger than mom's, but this is like an evil skull altar. No, there's no whining and there's no losing. I'm winning. You're the one losing. I'm the one winning. I'm just reading old letters. Love the music. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. She lost all the viewers. Damn, maybe I should start my streams earlier instead of at midnight. The only problem is they're funner to start at midnight because I'm drinking and I'm loving it. Okay, April 8th, 2015. Looks like Adrian Scene's already dead at this point because she's in my Black Mirror, dead. This doesn't even cover the part where all that bad stuff happened. Okay, April 8th, 2015. I think I really fucked up big this time. This looks exactly like Aegean seeing the Queen of Hell. I summon her against my brother. This is going to be bloody and quite messy. I ran from her coven, and I never run from evil. I have always run towards it and trying to summon it. But this bitch is someone I met in this miserable city that was so evil in my life that my coven had to curse her good and dead. And there's a picture of her soul in the mirror. Okay, so there's a picture of the mirror, and there's like a face in it. You can go fuck yourself, dude. You're getting banned for that. No, you can go fuck yourself too. Only positive affirmations are allowed on here. Let me keep reading some evil letters. Very evil letters. She told She told me when she was alive that she would have eaten Jesse alive upon her altar if she had ever come back. The only good quality this evil bitch has was her blind devotion to my book and its spiritual path. If I hated something, she hated it twice over. I knew she was in love with me, but her psychotic ways kept us. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. There's nothing about the child in here at all, so there's really no point in continuing on this. Yeah, there's no point in continuing reading the letters. There's nothing about the child in here at all. I thought there'd be something about my son. And my son is never even brought up. There is actually no point in reading these. I thought he'd be brought up. Let me go back and look at the rest of this. There's got to be something besides blood potions and soul stealing, extracting souls, engraving sigils into souls, and human sacrifice, and all kinds of just really evil things. And how to summon vampires and all kinds of just... no, ain't gonna happen. Is that a spell or a chapter? Nope, ain't gonna happen. Adrian's Book of Shadows. What is in here? What do we got? Adrian's Book of Shadows. No, ain't gonna happen. The only person I dance for is nobody. I know Janu does not cover this in any of his works. He worked alone, but he has powers most of us do not. Since I was under him, I was denied some of his newfound source of power. This power can be pulled from another person. I learned this when I started forming covens, that by using another person, usually seated to your left, that you can draw upon their energy to greatly increase your own power of magic. When I have my coven with me during rituals, I would break up Janie's rituals into 3 parts and have each part performed by a different person, but leaving the climax to me and my donor. A donor in this case is someone you select because of high energy that you, the active participant, will draw energy from in order to increase your own power of influence. Some rituals are best performed when you have 2 or more people in the circle. I would recommend a coven of at least 3, but no more than 5. I prefer a large coven because I do large rituals, but you are not likely to do something the most powerful demons by force of will. Yeah, this person worked with demons, of course. Aegean Cian was a Hollywood breeder. She bred babies for Hollywood when she was around. The rituals are by the power of 3 in my usual practice. I have 1 member create the circle, usually somewhat of low rank. The climax of the ritual is usually done by myself, the highest and most powerful member of the group, and closed by another lower ranking member. A 5-member coven allows you to have someone as the donor and another to place the offerings and tend to the other physical aspects of the ritual. In Rokot's sorcery, at least in large rituals, you will have 1 person for each name called into the circle. These individuals will remain in connection for you to use beings and anchor their energies into the circle. The coven size is ultimately up to you, but I would strongly encourage having 3, 2, or 5 members. Now that you have found your donor, how do I put him to work? Here is how I do it. I am a touch-based energy vampire. For me, I have to touch the person to draw in their energy. If you have the ability to feed by simply being near the donor, which is a plus. I do not know anything about feeding from a distance, so I will cover what I know about touch feeding. The first is, does the donor trust you enough to open their energies to a feeding? You can force it, but this takes energy. The best way is for the donor's energy to flow into you. Have the donor project their mind into your body and thus creating the initial connection. You must draw in some of the donor's energy to get the flow started. Anybody know what's this got? Private chat. Says there's one person in here. I don't know. I have no idea what that is. Huh, that's weird.
Tell them.
Okay, well, let's continue. Where was I at now? Fuck. It says you must draw in some of the donor's energy to get the flow started. For me, at least, the flow just keeps going once started, and I tend to draw faster when I need more and draw less when I'm requiring less. This should sort itself out on its own. Now you can draw upon the donor when the ritual gets really tough and having energy you need to get through, even forcing a shadow manifestation in someone's house. You have a lot of power in your body during a demanding ritual, so this will make you feel exhausted. After you perform rituals or simply draw in lots of energy, your body will adapt to handling it more efficiently. The exhausted feeling will subside after a while, and you will feel at top of your game. I have been told that the donor will feel drained, maybe sick after the ritual. You should prepare for aftercare for the donor if you are planning on drawing a lot of energy from him. Here is something I have noticed in donors. Men tend to hold more energy than women. Women are just better able to control what they have. So it seems that women would make better donors, but they do not. And it looks like mom's back.
Thank you. Surprised you're still here. Jenna, what do you think could be the cause? You deal in genuine spiritual attacks, and you have said publicly that there are no red flags here. So what do you think is happening, Jenna?
After the ritual, you should have sugary fruits on hand because sugars replace lost energy much quicker than processed sugars. Fruit in general is a great for bringing up the energy of your donor. It might even be wise to have them eat a handful of sweet fruit before the ritual so your donor will be less drained afterwards. The donor's energy levels are very important in selection. Avoid anyone who uses drugs, smokes, or in any way out to destroy their physical body. Health is also important. I have killed donors in the past because they lied about their health. You want someone who has untreated hyperactivity disorders because their energy is flowing already and is easiest to use. You want to make sure the person is trusting so they will not hold back from you. You also want someone who is able to handle a lot of energy drain. You can also train donors, but this is time consuming and not really worth it. Now that you have your donor and coven, it's time to curse using this newfound power. I will supply a few spells for it, and you will be able to train with your donor and form a lasting bond with him. The best donors are boyfriends since they are already trusting and open to you.
Find an appropriate playlist for this occasion. Please enjoy the quiet. I'll be back soon.
It looks like Dan is just relaxing. I'm gonna leave the stream. This is a scary ass grimoire. Probably the scariest grimoire ever. No, this ain't the scariest. Let me give the name of the scariest grimoire ever crafted by the hand of man. Let me get it. I've read that. The Zare Codex. That's the scariest grimoire ever crafted by the hand of man. No, the awesome stream was the one cursing Gavin Newsom, and there's many of those. And I think I took that one down. I think it's gone now, or one of them, or the one. I think I took it down. Oh, this is Janu's chapter. What the hell is that doing in here? There's a Janu chapter in this grimoire. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. The absolute truth is in here. This is the truth of all truths because this is the absolute truth. You are alone and cannot be trusted. Everyone is out for their own gain and love is hollow. This is what Janu taught that lady? God damn, no wonder why she turned out to be screwed up. That would screw. No wonder why she turned out to be a Hollywood breeder. This book would screw somebody up. This is the truth of all truths because this is the absolute truth. You're alone and all cannot be trusted. Everyone is out for their own gain and love is hollow. All life is in it for themselves. There is nothing but yourself, the true master. The absolute truth carries the fate of all things in existence. You cannot trust because trust opens yourself to abuse. This abuse will come no matter what you do because everyone is seeking a thing to abuse freely. All life abuses others because it is pleasurable to destroy. Sounds like the Democrats. That does sound like the Democrats. There is no innocent love. There is only hate, and that hate creates pleasure in the place of love. Nobody can trust or love because they will fall victim to abuse. All life will seek out weakness and exploit it. That's the Democrats. It is the strength of the strong to destroy and conquer the weak and prey upon them as a source of energy. That sounds like Zoran Mamdani. That does. Sounds like Zoran Mamdani to me. It says you will be betrayed because that is what happens when you allow love to surface. You will fall if you give to others because they will lead to a line of needy forming at your doorstep unless you chop them down and cut off the flow of resources. Giving will attract the needy and the vampires. Kill them or die in failure. There is no future. The longevity of death is the only thing that is immortal. There is nothing that lasts longer than death because all things will fade. It says we can kill and slaughter until our names are never forgotten, but our spirit will always be lost with time. No one will remember who you really are, no matter what you do. The prophecy came from the birth of matter and shall die with the destruction of matter. Even that which I write shall die with the passage of time. Life is pointless because at some point the events you create will be lost. Even the full truth that is the immortal knowledge of the ancients will soon mean nothing because no one will be there to acknowledge them. Nothing lasts forever, so this struggle for immortality is actually pointless. A struggle on for nothing because in the end there will be nothing. Damn, that really does sound like Democrats. says there can only be one truth, and that is we live for absolutely nothing. Says we are worthless and useless in the end. Everything we did will last for a short time and be lost to the wastes of time. All is useless and worthless, and it is all we should think about. We should know that all is pointless in the end, and that life is a waste of cosmic space. Says we are trying to find a place when there is no place to find. Life is a quest to find something that does not exist because all is a useless waste of time. Even if you kill yourself, there is no real hell or a place of salvation. All was created to punish the soul, however long it exists. Even the soul will fade with the passage of time and be lost to the mass of the universe as it fades into nothingness. It says we exist and we try to bring meaning, but we have already lost everything to nothing. It says we do not try to bring meaning to nothing, because that is a false front that will quickly collapse if any real thought is pitched against it. Do not think and do not hesitate at anything, because the end can come and you will lose out on good things. Good can only come if you act fast and with haste. The absolute truth requires haste to avoid failure and death. It will catch the weak and the slow. Only the strong have a right to life. Those that act without thought or hesitation will have good things. It says you cannot wait, because that wasted time could have been used to take what you want. Never wait when you can have it now. Abandon all things that slow you down and jump right in and have good things. Good things come to bad people because they will destroy others and take the material possessions for themselves. Rip the things you want from the weak and let them die. The weak have no right to life. Take from those who are weaker because they need to die, so you will have room for your kin. Only the strong should breed and take up space. The mass of the universe is shrinking, and we need the strong, not the weak. Doom is always around the corner, and it hungers for the ones there is no room for. Yeah, no wonder why she's a freaking monster. Yeah, that's her grimoire. That's the mother of my son's grimoire. That's just someone what this evil book teaches. Pretty monstrous. That's some pretty evil stuff. Pretty evil. Well, since it doesn't look like Dana's going to appear on this stream at all, I'm going to cut this short. Looks like she's just going to relax on hers tonight and not come on here. I'm not going to stay on here for very long. There's really no point. So I'm not sure I'm going to read one more of these chapters. This stuff is really, really freaking evil. This book of shadows is really evil. As I've already read, it's really evil. This stuff is like, I think it might actually be worse. It's actually worse than what the Satanists believe. Satanists don't even believe that crap. This is worse than what Satanism believes. They don't even believe shit that evil. They're evil, but they're not that screwed up. Even they have some compassion. This stuff is like absolutely evil. And no, there is nobody in the backstage. So I am not going to stick around, but maybe a couple more minutes. I'm not sure I can even read this one. This might actually be worse. Yeah, this one's called Final Harvest. This sounds really bad. Holy shit! I might actually have to read this so people know this even existed. This is bad, dude. This is what Bloodraven actually believes. This is what Bloodraven believes. Coven of Bloodraven official material. I have not read this. I have not been in this book for like over a decade. I have not been in here for decades. I have not used this, been in this book for a long time. The chapter is called Final Harvest. And it deals with cannibalism. It's philosophy dealing with cannibalism. So it's pretty clear cannibalism is practiced in other chapters of Bloodraven. So yeah, I have been tricked into eating people before. It says, we are the forces of evil, and we seek the flesh of humans as a source of nourishment. The gods seek you out as your taste is good to us. We are the forces of evil, but we no longer feel the need to hide on a world so deeply seeded by evil. We are the Rokot, and it is our job to consume human flesh. We will be coming to your planet in the near future for the final harvest before we destroy all things. The judgment day will soon be realized by your species, and the truth will soon be seen by all on your planet. I want to come to your planet and slaughter all the humans and destroy all that has been built. The Rokot heart is blacker than night, and we are the pinnacle of evil on Kitasuna. The angels of Yahweh have fallen on our land, but there was never good among them. Kitasuna is evil beyond words, and we seek human flesh as food to our master race. The flesh shall be tender and mild in flavor to our warriors. The humans shall submit to our will and hand forth the humans' best for consumption by our man god. The master race shall cook them slow and eat them with joy, as we are the greatest Rokots of them all. We rule Kitasuna with a just hand, but those who wear shells in human flesh shall lay tender before the mighty Rokot. We shall delight in the pitiful screams of humans as we roast them golden brown in the ovens of Shikodu. They know best how to cook humans for our delightful enjoyment. Glorious shall be Kitasuna in the time of the great feast. We are the masters of the final celebration unto the end of days, that we finally mourn the loss of the humans. This shall be the day of tears, that we can no longer feast upon humans cooked in our great ovens. The Rokot are the master race. The dragons will help us feast most wildly upon the humans. The humans have medicated themselves and made their flesh so juicy for the feast of the gods. Earth shall bend to our will as the human elite bend to our will and submit to all that we are in the stars above. You know why you all took those COVID shots, right? You're medicated. That's what the COVID shots were. That's why you've all been medicated. That's why it says medicated. The humans have medicated themselves and made their flesh juicy. That's why they've pushed the COVID shots. That's what that was all about. That's why I didn't take a COVID shot. I was told by Janu and Jacoba not to take a COVID shot. It was to make the humans juicy to the Rokot. It's in the Bloodraven book, written in 2004. It was written in 2004 that the humans would be medicated. And it's written in the book itself. There is no light or heaven, but an oven for your tender flesh. We are here with mouths watering like a river over the feast that will come. We are here waiting for the time that the human elite invite us to dinner, that we can feast until all the humans are in our bellies. My mouth waters at the sight of the human slave. Their tender flesh is so pink and mild in flavor. I cannot wait until we get our feast of human flesh. Force the humans to eat their vegetables because they will taste so much better that way. We should cast a spell that shall drive their minds. We shall drive the humans to want vegetables more than anything else. This will make them taste so much better for the delicate palates of our kind. Why do you think the globalists want everyone to no longer eat meat? Why are they pushing vegetarianism so wildly in the media? Why is that? There's an agenda being pushed. It is so obvious. They want you to taste good. Eat your steaks. Why do you think meat is so expensive? They don't want you to eat meat. They want you to taste good. The Rokot want you to taste good. That is why steak is so expensive. Because if you eat steak, it makes your meat taste strong. If you don't want to taste good, eat your steak. The Rokot shall savor their flesh because it is vegetarian. It makes my mouth water so much to covet this flesh, so tender and mild. When the humans enjoy meat, they have a stronger taste and less sweet to our tongue. Make sure that meat does not enter their diets, or they will be greasy and strong of taste. We are the Rokot, and we prefer a mild taste for our humans. They should be vegetarian and athletic. We want them lean and good to eat. Yikes! That woman is evil! There is a real agenda inside the Blood Raven cult. A real agenda. There is a demonic agenda hidden in the Blood Raven cult. It is very evil. I'm just randomly reading chapters from this book. I'm just hitting every little nail on the head of that coffin of you leftists, of your leftist casket. Y'all want to be vegetarian soy boys. What's this one got in it? What the fuck? This could be bad. Not really. It's just, I don't even know. That might be related to something else. This is like really weird. There's just some really weird shit in here. Earth has fallen under my most sinister. Oh my god, what the hell? It's just a chapter called Doom. The day has come that Janu has failed in all his glory. The fall of the great white king has come to pass. The ancients sang with praise of the unholy victory over the Lord of truth, who has never lied. He still has never lied because even in failure, Janu knows all. Earth has fallen under my most sinister spell because I am the queen of hell. The greatest evil has taken root upon earth. We are the Venori people, the ancestors to the all elves. The darkness has laid siege to your world, and now it closes in. A deep black sea of corruption and the darkness of Laura has risen to my calling. The war of the great Jathok has failed. He has lost. But in joining me, he has given himself to evil. Earth burns and fire consumes all, but not in 2012. but a secret date where evil has taken all from the light of Yahweh. The Christ child has yet again been sacrificed to hate. The rise of the Venori on earth has been set into motion because Janu has died in vain. My prophecy, the greatest working of evil yet, has now been made. We shall unmake the worlds and erase the light. There shall never again be love or light on any world I touch. We are the children of hatred. The Venori are the children of evil. As earth burns away into nothingness, we, the great destroyers, have made our bets against the Lord of heaven. The stars shall fall. All hail Aegean Sin, the queen of hell. There shall never shine a light where darkness dwells. Earth is destroyed by the love of murder. Poisons are driven within the houses of healing. Yeah, the COVID shots. Death is dealt where the poor seek help. Yeah, public health. The land is poison. Yeah, chemtrails. The sea is poison. The sky is poison. There will be nowhere to run because all has been poisoned. Even the sands are poisoned. No hope, no future, or any possible way out. But through death itself, even through death, no escape is found. The children of Janu are not taken to paradise, but abandoned to their doom. All shall be punished. No one cares, not even me, who am pure hatred. Lord of terror, God of destruction, I summon you into physical manifestation. Evil rise, evil fall, evil manifest as the highest doom. The world known as Earth crumbles into absolute chaos. I see that happening. All who have loved are now mourning. Earth has ended. The flames grow higher, and my minions grow stronger. Corruption takes hold, and all is chaos. A disarray of battle overtakes the planet. Earth becomes a sweet dream to the queen of hell. A beastly abomination feeds like wild and all the hate. I leave Earth to its doom and abandon the children of Janu to their fate. The Lady of Hell has won. The Venori are poised to strike fear in any who live. The goddess Sahia has manifested doom. Humanity has ended. Oh, this chapter is called Last Day. Humanity has ended, and the blood is fresh. The Venori come to earth with scepters glowing with evil sorcery. We settle upon earth to build a temple of Sahia. Now that she has manifested as flesh and blood, then the Venori will enslave the human race and abandon the weak to death. The spirit of earth has given into the evil of the Venori god race. We own the earth, and now it is time to turn this burnt ruin into paradise. The temples of our people are to be built, and our gods worshipped by all. The Venori resurrect empire is a new capital. We will turn earth green with our magic and renew the world. With its spirit reborn, the elves return to earth. The humans are gone forever. The last of their pitiful species lay in ruins. Everything they made upon earth is being renewed into wilds where our kind will rebuild. Earth as if no human has ever set foot. The Venori will settle into its new home. Brother Ra has been reborn in a new likeness, that of Kurain, forever burning. Earth is now immortal like Kitasuna. The race of elves has found its new home and a new capital among the Venori. The once proud Galactic Federation soon realizes that we are evil after viewing the glory of my people. The Galactic Federation soon mounts an offensive against us. Earth is seen beneath their awesome feet, but I am ready to tear them all to pieces. I am the greatest of all Venori and the greatest of all elves. Jatok still lives and has joined me fully. His heart is black as night. where only evil shall dwell. He knows of his curse, that we shall always be facing our doom. The Venori are being renewed onto Earth, and the species is growing again. We are supreme. The Venori began to rise against the fleets of the Galactic Federation. They flee from us, knowing what will become of them. Only Jatok knows his place among the Venori god race. We shall rise upon this challenge and destroy all fleets that are against us. The Venori see the skies blacken from all the fleets against us, and the Venori rise to the battle. Okay, that's the future. Interesting! Sorcery versus metal. This battle is cursed. We are evil, and we shall prevail in times of war. The great god of Kitasuna knows the truth. We ask for the We asked for the truth and the outcome of the war. Doom shall fall upon them all. The holy armies of the Venori shall prevail, but with much death and loss. Now that the sky is black, we cast our spell. The sky turns to fire, and the ships fall from their lofty heights. The ships fall, and my earth is burning once again. We unite for the final battle to glorify ourselves in destroying the Galactic Federation once and for all. The sky opens up to reveal the false high god Yahweh. I strike upon him with the sword of chaos to wipe his soul clean. There is nothing to Yahweh but an empty shell. Jatok, like the demon he is, shall take that shell and become evil beyond words. With the simple fall of Yahweh, we only have to destroy his soul. Yahweh eludes me once again, but since we know all, we catch him with perfect soul death. The armies of Yahweh descend upon me, but I am ready for them. I cast the black judgment upon them and wipe them out. Earth is on fire, and all is laid waste by the casting of this spell. The light of heaven fades once more, like in ancient battles fought by the mighty Rokot. I now declare myself queen of the Milky Way galaxy. More of the Venori come to my realm and abandon Kitasuna. The place whose name means doom opens its port for the first time in all of Venori history. Now that it is the only city left on Kitasuna where Venori live. The end. Let's go see it. Man, I can't seem to find the autobiography of Aegean Sean. I don't know where that book actually is. Oh, keep watching those cuddling videos. Doesn't it just make you jealous that nobody ever cuddles you like that? Where is that autobiography of the Queen of Motherfucking Hell? Coven of the Motherfucking Blood Eagle. No, it's around there somewhere. I got walks of. I can't read this one. It's got bad words in it. Yeah, I can't read this one. It's got bad words. Okay, nope. Damn, this sucks. Can't read that book. It's too evil. Maybe it's in the Aegean Saga. No, there's nothing in there. It's too short. Okay, well, I'm going to go. This lasted long enough. Well, I might come back tonight. I don't know. I think an hour's long enough for a day. Well, I had my fun. I was hoping Dana would come on, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. Good night.